Hi students, welcome back to my next session. But today it's a special session because I am taking up from first chapter itself, CET NEET, that is class 1. On today's topic, electric charge and Coulomb's law. Dear students, before I come to the CET topic of this, I would like to give some instructions for you so that you can prepare for NEET CET parallelly and perform very well in your CET and NEET examinations. Students, CET NEET examinations kind of exam, especially in physics, lot of application is required. Means whatever you learn in your regular class for board examination, along with problem solving, you have to apply those concepts to analyze, understand and solve CET NEET questions. That's why I am going to discuss the CET NEET topic along with the board examination. This will help you in a great way. You will see towards the end of this course. So I am using here on demand by you parents MTG material, MTG fingertip material I am using. All of you have purchased on your own. So whenever I start this CET NEET classes, means when you are watching this video, you have to keep your material open of that particular chapter. Once I read the question and analyze which one is correct option out of 4 and which is not, and I will discuss why the remaining not an option. So you have to understand all that carefully, then try on your own. That's one thing you have to bear in mind. The second point is, students, here there are almost 100 questions in each chapter. All 100 cannot be discussed, and that's not fair actually. We discuss almost some 40-50 questions, including concept based and numericals. Remaining you have to try on your own. If you are not able to solve, go through the solutions given at the end of the chapter and call me back. I will help you out, right? This is the procedure you have to follow in our discussion throughout the year. I will be releasing the videos of NEET and CET. Will be greatly benefited. You follow my instructions carefully. Next we will go to our topic, that is electric charge. The first question, that is, there are two types of electric charge, positive and negative. The property which differentiates the types of charges is, where did you learn this? You learned this idea in the second page of NCERT textbook. In my study material, I have given in the first page. What is that? Students, you know this very well, right? Polarity is a property of electric charge that differentiates between positive and negative charges. Positive and negative charges, right? Positive and negative distinguished through a property, that is polarity. Very, very important and simple, right? Understood? Therefore, the option D, polarity. This is a knowledge-based question. Remember this. It could be a 1 mark question in your regular board examinations, right? Now I will move to the second question. First question is over. What is second question? This is also the knowledge-based. If you know the subject, you can easily identify the option. What is the second question? Second question is, let me read. What will happen when we rub a glass rod with silk cloth? What will happen, right? Now let's take a break and analyze. What is that? When you rub glass rod with silk cloth, what did you learn according to our NCERT textbook? When you rub glass rod with silk cloth, glass rod gets which type of charge? As positive charge. Silk, negative. You explained that also. Why glass rod gets positive? What is the answer? Glass rod loses electrons, so gets net positive charge. Silk gains electrons, so gets net negative charge. Keeping these three ideas in mind, move on to the options. Option 1. What is option 1? I love this. Okay. Option 1. What is option 1? Some of the electrons from glass are transferred to the silk cloth. Correct? Yes. This is what we learned in our regular class. This is correct statement. Now I will go to the second one. Glass rod gets positive charge and silk gets negative. Yes. If this is correct, this is also correct, because glass rod loses electrons, gets positive charge, and silk gains electrons, that's why gets negative charge. These two correct. What about the third one? New charge is created. Creation not explained here. Charges neither created nor destroyed here, only get transferred from one body to another. Therefore, this is wrong one. What about the fourth option? Both A and B correct, right? A is correct, B is correct. Therefore, you will go for D. Remember, students, here sometimes you will be very fast. You will be running with time in CET examinations, I know. Therefore, you will be reading the question and reading the answer options, then coming to a conclusion. Once you read this, you think it is correct, then you will go to the next question. But that is not the option. Why? First option is correct, second also correct. That's why you have to go for option D. You have to be very careful in the examination. Therefore, the option is D for the question 2, right? Okay, we'll move on to the third question. What is third question? Third question is, when a person combs his hair, static electricity is sometimes generated. Static means charges at rest. What is that process called? When you rub, that process is called charging by friction. That's it. If I identify that word, answer is done. You need not read for other possibilities. Let's go to the options. Contact between comb and hair results in charge, in a charge. Friction, look here the word, friction between comb and hair results in transfer of electrons, right? Transfer of electrons. And what about the third one? Deduction. Deduction we did not use in this chapter. Is not relevant in this situation. Induction we used, but what is induction? Induction means we hold two objects nearby, very close to each other. You don't touch each together, right? But when you rub two objects, you transfer charge. Therefore, friction means rubbing. Friction means rubbing. When you comb hair, there is friction between hair and comb, thereby transfer of charge. That's why you go for option B, friction. When you comb hair, there is friction. That's why option B, right? Very good. That is option B. Now go to the fourth question. Fourth question, let me read. Object may acquire an excess or deficiency of charge by. As I explained you, excess charge means charge here is electron. Excess charge means electron in more number than the required. For example, I took this as a example in the first class, sodium. There are 11 electrons, 11 protons, right? There is electrical neutrality. If number of electrons more than 11, if you put 13, one more electron plus 1, in that case, this is negative. Or if you put one proton extra, the charge is positive. That's the idea. So, now you come to the question once again. Object may acquire an excess or deficiency of charge. Charge is electron here. Electrons get transferred, not protons. So, excess or deficiency by what? Electric force, heating, shaking and rubbing. According to our regular class discussion, we use this word by rubbing. Rubbing means what? Friction. We can transfer electrons from one body to another. That's what we learnt in the second question. Therefore, you go for the option D. Why D? By rubbing, we can transfer electrons from one body to another. Okay? We'll go to the next question, that is question number 5. Question number 5, the charge on an electron was calculated by. What is the value of charge of an electron? LF charge of an electron is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This value was calculated, found experimentally by the famous Millikan in his famous experiment, oil drop experiment. You know the other three scientists: Thomson, discoverer of electron, cathode rays; Faraday, electromagnetic induction; Einstein, you know him for several inventions, right? Oh, very famous. And this is the person Millikan, through his oil drop experiment from USA, discovered the value of charges, fundamental charges, 1.6 10 power minus 19 coulomb. He just did not discover the value of electron only, value of charge of an electron, also verified the quantization nature of electric charge. In nature, electric charge is quantized. Verified the property quantization. Charge get transferred not continuously like pouring water from a bucket, but gets transferred from one body to another in integral multiple of fundamental value 1.6 10 power minus 19. That's it. So you go for the option C. That's it. We'll go to the next question, that is question number 6. What is sixth question? Let me read. That's here. A method for charging conductor without rubbing a charged body in contact with it is called. Understand the question once again? A method of charging a conductor without bringing a charged body in contact. You are not touching, just holding from a certain distance, nearby distance. What did you call it? Yes, you call it charging by what? Induction. There are three methods: charging by friction, charging by conduction, charging by induction. In induction, you don't touch together each other, right? You just hold them with a small separation. That's why electrostatic induction. Option C, electrostatic induction. That's question number 6, option C, right? Now you are using your MTG material. You have MTG material with you now. The following, right? Okay. Now I'll come to the question 7. Let me read the question 7. Very simple. An object is charged when it has charge imbalance, which means, see, understand the words? An object charged, an object is charged. Charging means acquiring or losing electrons. When it has charge imbalance, which means, charge imbalance means number of protons more or less than the number of electrons. Number of protons equals number of electrons, then no difference. Charge is balanced, neutral, net charge 0. When there is difference, then the body is said to be charged. That's all. Now we can identify. Object contains no protons. Object contains no electrons. Object contains equal number of electrons, protons. You have to remember this word, charge imbalance. Charge imbalance means there is difference between number of protons and electrons. So go for this option. Why? Object contains unequal number of electrons and protons. Therefore, option D. That's it, right? Okay. We'll move on to the next question. That is question number 8. Question number 8. Let me read question number 8 now. Right? A conducting sphere is negatively charged. Which of the following statements is true? Negatively charged. Sphere is negatively charged. As I explained you in the regular classes, you put charge on a conductor. What is conductor? A body which allows charges to flow through. Best example, metal. Let's consider copper sphere. Put some charge somewhere here. What is the property I explained to you? Charges, because of mutual repulsion, come over the surface like this. Charges get distributed uniformly all over the surface if the surface is uniform. If there is some spike somewhere here like this, more charges will be here accumulated. But it is uniform all around the same surface. That's why charges get distributed uniformly where? On the surface. This idea has been used to frame this question. Let's read the option. Charge is uniformly distributed throughout the entire volume. Entire volume means must be there all around. It's not so. Okay, this is wrong then. Come to the second one. The charge is located at the center of the sphere. No. It comes to the surface. Remember students, charge means not one charge. 1 coulomb charge contains how many electrons? 1 coulomb contains 6.25 10 power 18 electrons. As many as 10 power 18 electrons. Not 1. 1 coulomb charge means not 1 electron. Heap of electrons here. Lump of electrons. They, due to mutual repulsion, come over the surface. So option B also wrong. Will not be at the center, will be on the surface. Look at the option C. The charge is located at the bottom of the sphere. No, the same explanation. This is also wrong. D. The charge uniformly distributed on the surface of the sphere. That is correct. Charges will be on the surface of the sphere. You go for the option D. Right? Very, very simple. This is again knowledge-based question. You have learned, if you have gone through the material or textbook, you can answer this. That's it. Now I'll go to next question. That is question number 9. Question 9. There are some numerical calculations here. Let me read the question. The number of electrons present in minus 1 coulomb charge is number of electrons present in minus 1 coulomb charge. So very easy students. I will show the simplification here itself. Very simple. Look here. What is a 1 coulomb? Charge of an electron 1e 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. You use this relation, law of quantization. Q equals to Ne. What is N? Number of electrons. What is E? Charge value. Q divided by E. What is Q? Says minus 1 coulomb. What is E? Electronic charge. 1.6 10 power minus 19. Very easy. I showed this calculation part in Coulomb's law. Now if you solve, the term comes to numerator. 1 by this is 0.625. One place if you shift, you will get 6.25 10 to the power 18 electrons. E means electrons. How many? As many as 6.25 10 to the power 18 electrons. He has given not the exact value, nearest value. 6.2 it is actually. He gives around 6 10 power 18. 6 10 power 18. This is correct. Option A is correct. Very, very simple, right? So, we'll move on. Okay students, for the next question, that is question number 10, which has been chosen from the worked example of your NCERT textbook. I need to explain this. My dear students, you learned in last year's chemistry class about Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number, numerical value, a constant. I write as n subscript a 6.023 10 power 20. What is this? This is the number of atoms or molecules. If it is atomic substance, number of atoms. Molecular substance, number of molecules. Inert gases, helium, argon, their atomic state. So number of atoms. Water, oxygen, nitrogen, O2, N2, molecular substance. Therefore number of molecules. If number of atoms or number of molecules in some gram of substance, some gram. What is that gram? Number of atoms or molecules in mass in gram equal to its atomic weight or atomic number. You know what is atomic number? M, in my discussion, M is atomic or molecular number. For example, in sodium, Na1122, 22 is the atomic number, atomic substance, 22 atomic number. Water, H2O, if I write H2O, in H2O, what is molecular mass? Molecular mass is 18. Molecular mass is 18. Why 18? Hydrogen, 1H1, oxygen, 8 oxygen, 16. So molecular mass 16 plus 1 17, but H2 there are 2 hydrogen, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 plus 16. What is 1 plus 1 plus 16? 18. Molecular mass of water is 18. So 18 gram in water or 22 gram of sodium contains this number of atoms or molecules. Right? So that's what I am writing. Number of atoms or molecules in mass. Which mass? In gram equal to what? Its atomic or molecular weight. That is m gram. How do you read this? M. What is m? Molecular mass or atomic mass. Expressed in gram equivalent to these many number of atoms. These atoms together weigh m gram. Think like this. These many atoms or molecules weigh m grams. Therefore, what is mass of what is number of atoms in 1 gram? For m gram, these atoms. For 1 gram, just you cross multiply. If you send m to the denominator, you are left with 1. 1 gram is 6.023 10 power 23 by m. This is the logic you have to follow. Simple logic. What is that logic? If I send m to the denominator, I am left with 1. So 1 gram equals 6.023 10 power 23 by m. That is number of atoms in 1 gram. Remember, atoms means atomic substance. Molecules means molecular substance. That's it. For 1 gram, this Avogadro number by m. If there is m gram, m is some substance. 2 gram, 3 gram, 5 gram, m gram. For m gram mass, number of atoms is 6.023 10 power 23 by m. What is this? Number of atoms in 1 gram into mass in gram. Very, very important. Students, I was explaining you, we have to use some logics in solving NEET questions. These are the logics. Very simple. You all learned this where? In chemistry. We are using this chemistry here. Simple logic. I want number of atoms or molecules, that's it. For my explanation here. How do you know? You know molecular mass, number of molecules or atoms from Avogadro's number idea. What is Avogadro's number? If you consider a substance equal to its atomic mass or molecular mass, number of atoms will be equal to Avogadro number. In 1 gram, divide that molecular mass, 1 gram. In m gram, some gram, 10, 20, 30 like that, you multiply that. Now you generalize like this. Generally, I write here, generally, the formula you need to remember for number of atoms. Generally, number of atoms in m gram substance, you read like this, m gram, number of atoms in m gram substance is, I write by n, capital N, 6.023. What is this? Avogadro number. My symbol of Avogadro number, Na, subscript A. Divided by m. What is m? Atomic or molecular mass, depending on the situation. Right? Into small m. What is small m? Mass in gram. Mass in gram. If m is in kg, m is in kg, how do you write number of atoms? Very simple. Na divided by m into small m. Till this in gram. How do you write in kg? In kg, 1000 times. In 1 gram, there are 10 atoms. In 1 kg, it must be 1000 times bigger, right? 1 gram, 1000 times smaller. 1 kg, 1000 times bigger. That's why 10 power 3. If I write 10 power 3 in kg, if I write just mass m, this is in gram. This is in gram. Number of atoms in gram. Don't write it as, read it as G into G. It's not into G. Na by m into m gram. I'll remove this, not to avoid confusion. Okay. This is number of atoms in gram and this is in kg. Remember this formula. That's it. You will use it whenever required throughout this year. My dear students, you have to remember, I explained you in the previous video, everything you learn. If you forget this, then thinking of question in CET, NEET, ridiculous. Hasyaspad, nagtara jana. Ide gottilla, then how do you solve CET question, right? Very difficult. So you have to remember all these things. Like this, you will see several interrelations. Remember all those. Keep solving problems. you will be a challenging student in CET NEET examinations. Okay, right? Now, come to the question. A cup contains 250 gram of water. Find total positive charge present in 1 cup of water. 1 cup means how much? 250 gram, right? 250 gram. My total mass of the given substance, what is M? 250 gram. You know the value of Na. What is M? M also known. It's not given here in numbers, right? You have only one numerical value, that is 250. What is this 250? It is M, our M. This is M. Only M you know. What about Na? You know that. What is capital M? Capital M you know. You know why? For H2O, what is M? M is 18. Why, my dear students? Because for water, H2O, what is atomic mass of oxygen? 16. What is atomic mass of hydrogen? H2? H2 is 1 into 2. 1 into 2, 2 plus 16 becomes 18. So 18 gram. 18 gram contains Avogadro number. Then what is number of atoms in 1 gram? 1 gram is Na by M into M. What is M? Mass given. What is mass given? 250 gram. That's it. Now one more point you have to remember. What is total number of protons? Total number of protons. Can you guess? I'll rub this calculation. I need space. Okay, I'll remove this. You know, I'll remove this. Right. What is total number of protons in H2O? In H2O. You can easily find this. What is that? See, students, hydrogen 1H1. 1H1, number of protons 1. And 8 oxygen 16, number of protons 8. 1H1 1, but H is 2. Therefore 2 times 1 plus 8. How many protons? 2 times 1. 1 hydrogen 1 proton, 2 hydrogens 2 protons, plus 1 oxygen 8 protons. Total value 6, 10 actually. What is total number of protons? 10. Total number of electrons? 10. That's it. Number of protons equals to number of electrons. He wants you to find number of protons in 250 gram. 250 gram. A cup contains 250 gram of water. Find a total positive charge. Here positive charge equals negative charge. You need to find number of protons. That's it. And you know what is charge value of each proton? That will solve. I will solve numerical problems. I need a space here. That's why I remove this now. Okay. Now number of protons you know 10. And total atomic mass 18. And what is mass of water taken? 250 gram. Therefore, what is number of atoms N? Number of atoms N in the substance 250 gram. Na divided by M into small m. Just get it by heart. What is this? Number of atoms in M gram. What is M? Atomic mass of water. Na Avogadro number, M given mass. So what is Avogadro number? For CET simplification, I use just 6. Actual value 6.023 10 power 23. I just use 6 10 power 23 into M 250 in grams. If it is asked in kg, you write 10 power 3. Now you have to express in gram. That's why 250 gram divided by 80. That's it. Fine. This is number of atoms. Number of atoms. Each atom, number of molecules. Number of molecules. Therefore, number of molecules, N equals to this much. 6 into 250 divided by 18, 10 to the power 23. That's it. Now, each molecule has 10 protons. Number of protons. What is number of protons? Can anybody guess? Yes, of course, very good. N times 10, because each molecule 10 protons. How many molecules are N? What is N? Here. So 6 into 250 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 18 into 10. That's it. You just take these two zeros, this 10 power 1, this 0 10 power 1, 10 power 1, 10 power 1, 10 power 23. How much? 1, 1, 23, 25. I'll write rest like this, divided by 18 into 10 to the power 25. 25. That's it. Okay. Now we have to approximate the answer according to the problem. Here this 6 as a common factor, 6 3s are 18, 6 3s are 18, this is nearly 8, 8 3s are 24, nearly 8 10 to the power 25, around this you should get, the value is coming around. I have approximated the value, I have used 6.023, I have used 6 instead of 6.023, 10 power 23, therefore I must get a value around 8 10 power 25. Now, what is this, students? This is number of protons. What is number of protons? 8 10 power 25. But in the problem, you need to find total charge. Each proton has a charge E. What is E? 1.6 10 power minus 19. I have written entire calculation to save time. That's it. So, this is what? This is law of quantization principle of charge. Q equals to NE. What is N? Number of protons, 8 10 power 25. What is E? Value of each proton, 1.6 10 power minus 19. Multiply these two, 16 8s are 128, so 12.8, one place, right? Power 25 minus 19, 6. If you shift by one place, 1.28 10 power 7. Now you round it off, you get around 1.3 10 power 7. Is it there? Is it there? Okay, we will see the question. See in the options. First option, 1.34 10 power 19, 2.43 10 power 19, 1.34 10 power 7, 2.43 10 power 7, like this. Okay, that is 1.34 10 power 7, 2.43 10 power 7. Here we got the answer there, 1.3 10 power 7, but it is 1.34, okay, because I use for NA 6 instead of 6.023. NA value 6.023. I use just 6 just to approximate. That's one thing you have to remember, students. Once you read a numerical sum in CET NEET examination, look at the options once. As soon as I saw the options, I thought if I find power correctly, option done. 1.34 10 power 7. So the option is B, 1.3 10 power 7. Very, very interesting. See, to solve this, how much information you should be familiar with. Prior knowledge. You develop that. Today in this problem, I have taken this problem as an opportunity to let you know number of atoms in a substance. In m gram, what is m? Atomic mass, Na by m. If you consider some m gram into m, if you express that in kg into 10 power 3. For water, what is m? 18, and so on. You go through this problem once again, you understand it all. Don't think it here as a CET NEET question, as a concept. Each question explains you something, you understand that. Like that you prepare for CET and NEET. It requires a lot of patience, students. Simply it doesn't come. All of a sudden you say, I am not able to follow, I don't understand that. Yes, you don't understand if you don't try. You try. You can practice. Whatever we teach here, you practice and remember. That's it. Towards the end of this year, you will be very familiar with, you will be a challenging student. Right? Continue. Okay, students, we will see the 11th one. A polythene piece rubbed with wool is found to have negative charge of 6 10 power minus 7 coulomb. The number of electrons transferred to polythene from wool. Again, this is the law or principle of quantization of charge. What is total charge on a body? Q equals to NE. What is Q? He says Q is coulomb here. Charge, negative charge, 6 10 power minus 7 coulomb, right? 6 10 power minus. So, for Q you write 6 10 power minus 7. This is negative Y, negative charge. I'm just finding number, that's right. Even if you write negative here, no problem. What is n? You have to find. What is E? Charge minus 1.6. ಸರಿ ಅದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.